Good morning, YouTube. Louie here with the best silver gold deals of Friday, July 25th, 2025. And as usual, Friday is a cry day. Okay, we have a smackdown in gold, another drop. $27 down to 3,339. That looks pretty tasty right there. And silver down 27 cents to 38.72 with support in the low 38s. 38.72 silver versus $39 future price. So about a 28-cent differential between spot and futures. Gold silver ratio hovering right around 86. 10-year, what's this? And the 10-year yield is giving me a little cause for concern here. Let me get a 1-month chart. Yeah, the 10-year yield perking up here. This is concerning to me, and I think the dollar would be up a little bit as well. Yeah, dollar up 1/4% to 97.78. Where the 10-year yield goes, usually the dollar goes as well. Let's get a 6-month chart. You can't really see it in this chart, but the 10-year bond yield going up headed into FOMC interest rate decision is concerning, and this is what I have been worried about, is if there is a cut in interest rates, it could spike the 10-year. Most people think that when the short rates set by the Fed decrease, the long rate will decrease as well. People say, yeah, it's time to fire Powell, but I don't see it that way. I see it as Powell's got his finger in the dam here. Why? Not because of economic conditions so much, but because of the debt load. We are very, very indebted in this country, and higher long-term rates may be necessary to continue to market that long-term debt. So I'm a little concerned about the 10-year yield rising. If it continues to rise here and the dollar continues to rise, that could give us a headwind to gold and perhaps silver as well. The jury's out with silver because there have been very large inflows to the silver market through the ETFs. I know it's not real silver, but investors are waking up to the opportunity in silver being undervalued in relation to gold. I think gold has got a floor in here very close to where we are, but we could see some weakness over the next couple of days. In the copper market, that's showing the weakness as well. In commodities, with the dollar up, copper down 3 cents to 5.81. Platinum down $26 to 13.86. Looks like 1500 was kind of a cap on platinum for now. And in the commodities market, my DBB base metal fund is down 5 cents to 19.76 as the top rounds off that fund as well. In the economic releases, we just had, where is it? We had durable goods orders come out at minus 9.3% versus an estimate of minus 11.1. Of course, tariffs impacted the prior month, but a little better than feared on durable goods orders. I didn't see that move the markets at all. Continuing on in the pre-market, okay, the stock market continues to rally to all-time highs. We are in the extreme greed category. Dow futures up 52, S&P up 7, NASDAQ up 0.75. I think Apple earnings are coming out pretty soon. And let's go on to Bitcoin. I call it the canary in the coal mine because big money whales know what's going to happen before you and I do. Bitcoin down 2,174 to 116,145 if you're buying crypto this morning. Before we get on to the best deals I can find anywhere on the internet, welcome all new members, subscribers, and viewers. I appreciate you being here. You can click along with me on the website, bestsilvergolddeals.com, and see how your prices change during the day as we look for the cheapest prices of gold and silver anywhere we can find them on the internet. Okay, let's keep going. And the question of the day, Digging into this a little bit, a lot of discussion about the U.S. Mint release of the Superman coins yesterday. And I've had a little dialogue with people about, is or is not the gold Superman half ounce proof coin at $2,710 going to be a good investment? And if you've been doing this for a while, especially if you resell U.S. Mint releases, you start to get a feel for what will be hot and what will not be hot. I've been through this before, and of course you have to have an attractive coin with a lot of interest. And hopefully you have lower mintage. All right, lower mintage is really key because there are only so many collectors out there. Then the third element is price. Well, when the U.S. Mint adds $500 to the price of a half ounce gold coin because they have a licensing fee with Marvel, and maybe Marvel is what we should be buying, not silver and gold. That pushes the price to a very high level. When that's coupled with a 10,000 mintage, you take the top off the aftermarket. And often when you look at the resale prices of the graded coins, so the graded PF70 Superman coin may be selling at $3,300. Okay, but you have to also understand that there are costs involved in grading. And when you grade, they don't all come back 70s. Some of them come back 69s. And by the time you get done paying eBay fees and whatnot, you could even be losing money because the 69s often price out right about the same price as the raw coins. And the raw Superman is not selling at this point. Of course, it's still available at the U.S. Mint, and I think it will be available for some time to come. But there's very little profit margin in both the gold and the silver coin and metal. And therefore, you get a feel for this over time. And that's why I say this is a no-no. The gold Superman is a no-no. And also, I have seen superhero coins come out hot and fall like crazy. If you want to go back and look at previous gold Superman releases from various mints, you'll see they're selling for nothing these days. So it's kind of a pop and a drop thing, and I think if you are expecting high resale value of gold Superman, I don't think you're going to see it. Just my opinion. And of course, it went out of stock for a hot minute there at the U.S. Mint for reasons I don't understand. But now it's been in stock, and I think it will be in stock for some time, especially if they don't drop the household order limit of 1. So, it's just a gut thing. The longer you do this, and I've been doing it for a while, you start to realize, the parameters which set you up for a hot aftermarket coin. I don't think gold Superman is it. I do like the 2.5 ounce silver Superman, even at the price of $275 for 2.5 ounces of silver. Had they made that a 2-ounce silver coin, I don't think the price would be quite as oppressive. But I do think there is legs on that particular coin, metal, because the mintage is a reasonable mintage for the desirability of the 2.5 ounce as opposed to the unlimited 1 ounce. So that's my feeling on that. And again, look at the aftermarket, but realize the grading game is a losing game, of course, to you and I. We're not going to get all 70s, and we're not going to sort them before we send them in. That's what the big companies do. They take them all, under a magnifying glass, and that's the whole grading thing is designed to make the big dealers money, and probably what keeps them in business because we all keep buying that stuff. So there are exceptions to that, like the flowing hair. That's a good exception to that. Some of the historic releases that are coming out soon, the Sacagawea, probably the Sunflower. There are exceptions to that. The Army Privy Eagle, only 100,000 of those compared to 500,000 of some of the other privies. There are always exceptions, but watch that aftermarket and look at the difference in the resale prices on something the pre-sale prices on eBay of something like the Sacagawea gold coin versus the Superman half-ounce gold coin. And Sacagawea will be purchased for far less because there won't be a licensing fee. So there's literally double the opportunity in a coin like that, as opposed to Superman, which is overpriced and has lower potential. That's what I have to say about that. Okay, I'd be happy to hear your opinions on that, but 9 out of 10 people I talk to aren't going anywhere near that gold Superman. All right, let's get on to the deals, and we'll just hit a few of these this morning. But of course, prices are lower. All right, we got 1/100th gold, $43 at SD Bullion. Let's go up to a 1/10th gold eagle. That is $365 at Bullion Exchanges. Moving up to a 1/4 ounce Krugerrand. That is $856 at Bullion Exchanges. Some of the foreign gold coins are pretty cheap these days and varied condition, but we got a 10 peso, $828 for 0.2411. That's $828. You could also get a circulated, a scruffy gold commemorative, about the same weight for $810. Okay, that's not a bad deal for beat up sovereign gold bullion there. Actually, it's proof gold. You can get a 1 ounce gold eagle at a reasonable price, $33.71, certainly better than $3,500. And gold should settle somewhere in here. But if that 10-year spikes and the dollar resumes an uptrend, which I think is a counter trend, you could see more dropping prices on gold. I don't think it will dramatically impact silver. Actually, I think gold could drop and the GSR could actually plummet as a result of that. But gold has a much lower volatility index than silver, and people are going to be buying it here, okay? And you probably ought to be thinking about buying some gold and perhaps some silver as well at this juncture. All right, the gold buffalo is $34.25 at Bullion Exchanges. And I'll just go to the beat up maple. This is a circulated maple, $33.52 at Bullion Exchanges. Moving on to a Krugerrand right around spot at $33.52 at Bullion Exchanges. The 100 Corona, I think, is a deal as well, $32.86. Not a full ounce of gold. It is a 0.98 ounce of gold. Beautiful coin there. All right, sovereigns are near spot as well. Bullion Exchanges has a gold below spot page, and there's that maple we saw. Here are the, these are scruffy sovereigns. Those ought to be pretty darn cheap. And there is the Krugerrand. Is that below spot? $33.50. Well, a dollar below spot? That's kind of disingenuous. Let's see. Anyway, let's keep going there. But lots of cheap gold out there if you're not too picky. All right, let's do a Silver Eagle, $41.86 at Bullion Exchanges. Culls are about $1 less. My green light is on, but I'm going to be watching that 10-year, and I may put the caution light on if we start to get a spiking 10-year as a result of future FOMC decisions. And moving on, we'll pass all that stuff there and go to a silver maple. You can get those for $40.99 at Bullion Exchanges. A silver kangaroo can be had for $41.93 at Hero. What happened there? Might have screwed that up. A Britannia, $40.59. So you ought to be paying in the 40s for any of these foreign sovereign silver coins. And let's keep going to Costco. They have not dropped their prices yet, but they probably will. So hold off there. You can get a cute little Rand bar. Wait, where'd the Rand bar go? I like the Rand bar, $34.19. If you use your Executive Club membership and a 2% rebate credit card, you'll get 4% off, and you'll be well under 3,300 gold. That is a smoke and buy. That Executive Club membership costs $130 a year. But you can also order from Costco online, buy your toilet paper and whatever, get a good deal on that. I like their big blocks of cheese. I don't ever buy meat at Costco. It's way overpriced, but pretty high quality. Junk, I think, is about a quarter under spot at Hero here, $27.84. We've been beating that on eBay every day, but not bad. And big lot is 27.48. Small lot cheaper than the big lot now. Let's go ahead and look at Mercs, and I always like the Mercs. Don't get the slick ones, they'll have no value, but there's a numismatic value to Mercs, and those are going at 28 times face. Okay, we can get 20 silver rounds at bullion.com for 40.08. Silver bouncing a little bit here. Silver below spot over at Bullion Exchanges. What do we got? We got some junk, and more junk. Again, I think eBay will be a better deal there. The 2-ounce Emu, a flop of a series, one of the biggest flops of the Perth Mint ever. But here, they can't sell them, and you can get them at or very near spot. It is a 10-ounce Peedford Emu, a coin that nobody will want, but if it's cheaper than a silver round, buy it every day of the week. Is it 4 nines? Could you melt it? It is, look at that, 4 nines. So if you're looking for melt, that's a great deal for melt right there at Monument Metals at 38.8 per ounce. And I don't know how many they have, but this is the collector market. This shows you where the collector market is. It's really in the dumps. Let's see, and the 2-ounce Goose is way overpriced at 84. I wouldn't buy it. It's unlimited mintage, but I would like to have one. Here's a kilo can be had for $12.82. Why is that about the same price as yesterday? Don't know. Now we're on eBay. Here I'd like you to use your 3% rebate credit cards. If you don't have one, take a look at the links on my website and bulk up with some great 3% rebate credit cards, and that's how we get the better deals on eBay. If you don't have a good credit card or can't pay it off, if you do have it, then don't even shop here. But the 3% off makes a lot of this stuff a better deal. Okay, let's go to, we want Eagles, don't we? The culls are too expensive. How about the BU? This gentleman here is still charging $42.50. For BU Eagles, about $41.30 out the door. That might beat the dealer. What were the Eagles? Hold on one second. Let me go back to Silver Eagles. $41.30. Are we beating Silver Eagles at $41.80? Yeah, you're saving 50 cents on a Silver Eagle. So that's not a terrible deal if 50 cents is important to you, but if you're buying 100 of them, that's $50. Let's keep going here. Let's see. Ooh, I lost my place. All right, so there are the Eagles. Let's try a large lot of Eagles. Maybe we'll get a better deal. Here we go. Even more expensive for the large lot of Eagles. Cull's a little pricey as well. Let's do the rotation on Maples. They are $1,052, no cheaper. Britannias for 25 are $1,049, same as yesterday. Kangaroos for 25, $1,060, and Krugerrands for 25, $1,050. So about $1,050 was our cheapest price, and not much cheaper than yesterday. Probably about 40, probably about 40.50 or so out the door with a 3% rebate credit card. And that'd be at least a couple bucks over spot there. Let's check the Philharmonics today. This is in a tube of 20. That's $41.50, about $40.30 out the door. Not a bad price on sparkling random date Philharmonics. You could pick that up with a 3% card. Now let's do the junk. That's been the better deals. Boy, I'm putting this stuff in my cart, and I suggest you do the same. Put it in your cart and wait for the offers to pour in. I'm getting offers on junk that are very, very cheap, especially after a 3% rebate. But here's Standing Liberty quarters, $10 face. They are slick. I would avoid those. Here are full dates, $2.79. This is a small seller. I would avoid those. Here is another one with a mid-size seller, 100% feedback. 28 times face with shipping, and that would be about 27.25 times face out the door. Let's see if we can get a better deal with a big lot. A big lot of junk is 28.6, about 27.5 out the door. Compare that to the prices above, 27.25 versus, well, let's just look at the cheat sheet. 27.25 on my cheat sheet up here for junk. Gets you out the door on eBay at about 38 times face, maybe 38.20. So you'll be under spot, but we have found better deals in the past. How about we just take a break and look at a nice Carson City Morgan? Collector market is definitely hurting here as people go for the weight. All right, and let's see, there is one for 525, no change in those prices. That is an NGC slab. They have attractive slabs, nice looking Morgan right there. And you could put, oh, look at that, just beautiful. That is a beautiful coin. Anyway, very, very, very nice. I haven't seen the prices on these move very much, and that is going to be a 10-year hold. If you want something cool and you want to give something neat away for Christmas, check out the MS64 piece dollars in the slab. They're authenticated. They're about 60 bucks. I'd get a PCGS or an NGC, but there you go, all day long, 60 bucks. For a piece dollar. And if you want the money coin in piece dollars, I like the MS64 because it's affordable, and there is a high relief piece dollar in MS64. That is the money coin for piece dollars for numismatics. Ooh, look at that one there. That's kind of nice looking. That's kind of nice, natural toning on that. Very nice. 1527. Again, you know, give us 10 years. That'll be 3,000 bucks in my humble opinion. All right. How about a 5-ounce Libertad? Are those still going for big money? Let's get to a 5-ounce. 242. Yeah, price is still strong on the libs. Remember, we bought those at 180. Cheapest kilo is going to be $12.97. That's a push with the dealer. Let's do the vintage bar of the day, and here's a couple of Golden State Mint pressed bars, and they've got some tarnish on them. I believe that would clean right off with a solution of baking soda and tinfoil and hot water. That's cool. If you're looking for something, it's $4.39. He'll probably take $4.20. You'll be out the door at 41 an ounce. You'll have vintage silver in your stack. Pretty cool little bars there. Not terribly valuable. And the big boy still there from Canada. It is $21.26 for a 50-ounce Engelhard with the bull logo, and it's from Canada. I don't know if you want to take a shot at that or not. Will you get an import tariff? I don't think so. Let's see. Let's take a look at a roll of kooks. Are those getting cheaper? And they are $41.50. Ooh, about $40.50 out the door. Damn. Free shipping, mid-size seller, 100% feedback. This guy's dumping his kooks, and they're 2022s. Interesting little dandelion kook there. I don't really know that. Don't be put off by the shrink wrap. Perth Mint shrink wraps all their tubes of 20. Each coin is professionally encapsulated and will be beautiful for decades. That's a great deal right there on kooks. Very upscale product, and if the collector market comes back, you'll definitely make money on that. But there's no risk. Same, you know. A little more than a 1-ounce round, but that's a good deal right there. I like that if you're stacking today. Okay, 100-ounce bar. We ought to be able to get that under spot, shouldn't we? Let's go to a real listing. I'm going to skip BGASC. There we go, 100-ounce silver bar for 40 an ounce, about 38.80 out the door. No, that's overspot this morning. No, I want these prices to roll through these listings. What is a Silver Eagle 1637? They're not dropping the price on those. Okay, let's do the gold. Right, a 1-gram gold bar can be had as cheap as 120 minus 3%. A 1/10 random gold can be as cheap as, no, I don't like that one. 363 for a bar, about 350 out the door. For 1/10 random gold, not too bad. 3500 melt, 3520 melt. It's not too bad, but you can get some of that sovereign foreign gold for less. Let's do a 1/10 gold eagle if you're going first class. Does anybody fly first class anymore? If it's not some big corporate executive ripping off his shareholders. Let's see, 1/10 gold eagle, 373, about 363. 360 out the door, not too bad. Let's just go to 1/2 ounce random gold, maybe a good day to buy that. Getting a little pricey here, not too many people can afford it. Let's find a real 1/2 ounce of gold, not all these fake 1/2s. There we go, a 20 peso, almost a 1/2 ounce. I'm going to skip that. Let's see, 1/2 ounce gold, those look like rounds to me. Yeah, 1737 on that one. You'll take $50 off. It'll be at 1685. That'd be about 3360. That'd be right around spot on gold metals. Gosh, there's so much gold at spot right now. Let's check a 1 ounce gold eagle. I don't think we're going to beat the dealer on this one. 34.74, about 33.50. That looks like a push. Maybe we can find, the 1.85 set. 35.69. That's probably about a push with the dealer as well. But that is a great purchase for those of you that like proof gold for the price of BU gold. A gold buffalo, anybody giving those away today? 35.34, that's about 34 and change out the door. That beats the dealer by a little bit. A Krugerrand, can we get one under spot? We got to get over $3,000. And there, what's this? I don't know what that proof set is. 34.69, about 33.50 out the door. That's a push with the dealer as well. The Tudor Dragons I showed you, the $5 commemoratives. Is this in stock? No, that one is out of stock at $8.35. $8.49 is still here. Take 3% off. I've showed you that before. The Big Daddy Gold Peso, can we get that for under spot? Okay, big seller, good feedback, 41.72. And let's do the math on that. If you're buying big gold, 41.72 times 0.97. If you have that PayPal credit card or the American Express Everyday Cash card, 40.46 divided by 1.21, I think it is. Out the door at 33.44, a hair under spot there. Let's keep going. Are you buying pennies? Are you getting copper? Oh, and you could look everywhere for that. You may not find it. Here's some stuff in my eBay store. If you see anything you like, ask me for a friend discount. Be happy to talk to you about that. Best way to talk to me is on my email, losinglouis@yahoo.com. Here's some other vintage bars. There's Precious Metals Verifier, vacuum sealer, and a double forge if you want to melt those big 999 4 nines coins and bars into something that you want to pour. That's very, very cheap, that double forge. This is the Amex card I recommend, the PayPal card I recommend. The Quicksilver card is a very, very good card because it has kicker deals, but they do not work on precious metals. And my newest card, the Saver from Capital One, is saving me 3% at the grocery store. Do you guys try to save money other ways so you can divert that savings into precious metals? Okay, like something I would do is pick up a card like this Saver card. Every time you go in the grocery store, you're going to get unlimited 3% cash back. It doesn't work on eBay, okay? It's like 1% or something there. But every time you go in the grocery store, you're going to save your 3%. What I like to do is and I like meat. Okay, I'm on the keto diet. It's a great diet. Wait for a 3-day weekend. They put the rib roasts on sale. They put the tri-tips on sale. And go around to your local markets and load the boat with, $8 a pound ribeye steaks or $9 a pound ribeye steaks, tri-tips, etc. Throw those babies and use your 3%, and then throw those babies in the freezer, wrap them really well, and when they're charging $15 a pound for ribeyes, you'll be eating your $8 ribeyes that you only paid $7.50 for because you have a 3% rebate. I don't know. That's just how I do it. I am cheap as hell, and I try to look for opportunities to save money where I could be spending it, and then on a fixed income like I am right now, you divert that money into something else, or you pick up some coins you want to flip and you make some savings that way. You got to be very careful with your cash. Okay, let's look at picks of the day. Let's see what's up at Bison Bullion. 424, it's a little pricey, but I do like the Bison bullion. Let's take a look at, the Una and the Lion Bar is up on SD Bullion. Actually, I was unfair to that. Let me go to SD Bullion. Now, they claim that this is a private exclusive offering. So perhaps they commissioned the Royal Mint to create another Una and the Lion Bar. They've got the 10-ounce bars, but the 1-ounce bars are not available. It appears to be unlimited mintage, which is, I don't see any indication of mintage. Let's see, details. Yeah, when they don't tell you what the mintage is, that means it's going to be unlimited or semi-unlimited. And I said it was an ugly design, but when I saw the video, oh shoot, let me go back. Let's see if we can find that video. There it is right there. It actually is a beautiful bar. So the image does not do it justice, and I was unfair. Oh, go away! Stop! I was unfair when I criticized that. I hadn't seen the actual bar. It's a beautiful bar, but be careful with that one. It could be unlimited mintage, and you may not have the aftermarket value that you're looking for. Let's see, what else we got out there? Oh, anything else we want to take a look at? St. Gaudens, you know about those. Tudor Beast, not that hot a series. Whatever happened to Buffalo Girl? She's selling for 43 bucks. Kind of holding its own. What else we got here? Scottsdale Stackers. See, there's the previous Una bar, but there was limited mintage on those Una bars. Okay, don't forget your boxes of nickels. You walk into the bank, you pick up a $100 box of nickels. Probably need to go to your bank to do that. In a nickel is 75% copper, 25% nickel. Commodities on fire here, notwithstanding today. And you've just got a little time capsule of tangible assets there, which are already selling at a premium on eBay. And then if you get a bankroll, or a customer rolled box or something, you probably have a little time capsule of potential numismatics, especially when they stop making the nickel. And you've always got the commodity nickel and copper. Now, granted, you'd have to put away a pallet of these things, but I think you'll double your money on $100 boxes of nickels sometime in the future. You can support my work with a cup of coffee. I greatly appreciate you guys for doing that. You are very, very nice. And you can join my membership channel if you'd like to be in the inner circle and pick up some of my poured silver or have unlimited access to me. I talk to several of you every day, and I'm always happy, hiccups, to answer your questions. Okay, there's some stuff on Amazon you may want. And don't forget the chat room, and that is right there, and see what they're talking about in there. People getting their hours cut and their pay cut and all kinds of sad stuff happening in the chat room. They've been talking about Superman a little bit, and always check out Texas Stacker. He's going to tell you where he finds the best deals on Silver Eagles. A lot of these people like pure precious metals, and I have not dived too deeply into pure. It's just just too big a can of worms for me. But you may want to check out pure precious metals as well. Okay, guys, that's all I have for you. If you like what you see, give me a thumbs up. If you have a friend that's paying too much for silver or gold, share this video with them or on social media, and subscribe if you want to see it every day. I'll be back tomorrow. You guys have a great day and good luck out there. One last check of the spot market, and let's see if we continue to get beat down today. Gold down 27 to 33.39, silver down 27 to 38.72, man, I don't know where this is all heading, but I wouldn't lose faith here. But we could linger here in the 38s for a little while on silver, or the low 3300s on gold. We'll have to see what happens. I'm worried about that 10-year. Okay, I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye for now.